Hello, this is Adam here with Transparency Pro the Game Machine, and today on this episode of the Game Machine, I decided to take a look at a realm that I normally haven't dived into, but I do love, and that is the handhelds. And I'm going to take a look at one system that maybe not a lot of people know about, but still quite a fun little system, the Neo Geo Pocket Color. And I take a look at it today on this episode of the Game Machine, and it starts now. So we have here the Neo Geo Pocket Color. We're going to take a look and do a little review today of this, and of course you can see this thing's reflective. You can see my camera and me, so I'm waving. But anyway, yeah. As far as this little beauty is, this was released by SNK. Didn't have a very huge lifespan, but it did have interesting selection of games. I only have one game for it right now, but this is just the hardware review, not really reviewing the games much. I do have one game in here, that is Sonic Pocket Adventure, and that was released for this system by Sega. So, you know, this is definitely way after the death of the Game Gear, but definitely before Sega stopped making the Dreamcast. In fact, there was a port here. I believe this one was the one where you can link cable with another system, or you can actually link it up to the Dreamcast for certain titles, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, let's take a look at the features. Like I said, there's this port right here. This is for the link cable where you battle with another Neo Geo Pocket Color, and there's also, like I said, the Dreamcast took up. I can't talk today. So yeah, we got the volume right here, headphone jack, and this little thing right here, I believe, is the charger adapter. So that way you can plug it in the wall and play it, but kind of defeats the purpose of it being portable, right? Okay. So, here's the back. Cartridge goes in here. Somebody scribbled TBB, which I'm not for sure. Might be disease. I don't know. Like I said, I got this second hand, but definitely need some cleaning up. Right here is the battery back, which take off two AA's. But needs to power it, but there's also another battery spot. Like I said, I'm missing the cover here. Uses a watch battery, which is the same as the Sega Saturn battery, which is a, I believe it is, you might not be able to see it for the glare, it's a CR2032, and that's the watch battery you need. And what it does is, well, I'll show you in a minute what it does. It helps save some information. Some of it, of course, is saved on the cartridge, but some of it is saved into here for certain things. We'll take a better look at that here in a little bit. But yeah, let's go back to the front. Have this small screen. Unfortunately, it's not backlit. So that pretty much means that you're going to need a good light source, like this here, to see what you're doing, because if it's dark, you can't see the screen whatsoever. And of course, there is the power button, and this is interesting. You hear this? That is micro switches, which means it's pretty much like a little mini arcade thumbstick. If you've seen my PDP Marvel gamepad review, if you haven't, shame on you, you should check it out. But pretty much this is a similar thing. It's pretty much like a little arcade stick in your hand, which is pretty good for certain games, especially like fighting games, arcade-y type games, which this thing featured a lot of arcade-y type ports for. Right here is the speaker, which only puts out mono sound, but with the headphone jack, it does put out some stereo sound. There's the A and B button here. It says option, but it's pretty much a pause button. Another thing I think people need to know, if you see one out in the wild, if you don't see one with this color, there was two models. There's the one with color and without color. The only difference is, well, you can't play the games in color without this. So if you're going to look for one, make sure it says color on it. If not, then that's not the one you want. Also, this thing is region free, so that's pretty cool. So you really want to see what the Neo Geo Color can do. Pocket Color. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. Before we even put in the game, let's go ahead and just turn the thing on. Little Neo Geo pops up. Neo Geo Pocket! Yay! And you can't really read the screen too well, I apologize. It's not a very clear screen for recording. So, yeah, you got right here calendar. You can set time and date. World time, which is, I guess you pick your time. You can set alarm. There's more settings here. Here's one's interesting. A horoscope. Apparently you can find out your horoscope. So, right here, enter in my birthday, July 20th, 1985. My sign is Cancer. That can't be good. So, like I said, you still can barely read it. But it tells me that my fortune for today, money-wise, out of 5 stars, it's 3. My health is 2. My romance is 3. And my general is 3. What the hell? Come on. Can't we... Okay, you suck. You officially suck. Now let's go ahead and actually try it with the game here. Yay, fun music. Wow, didn't even start the game. What the heck? Come on. We are on national internet. Come on, let's go ahead. Yeah, you can fast forward it by hitting these buttons. So you can see here, Sonic. It plays actually pretty well. Of course, you can hear the clicking of the thumbstick, and surprisingly, it works out pretty well with this game. And really, this system is really great. You got great SNK hits on here as well as titles like this. You got stuff like Metal Slug. You got Metal Slug. You got King of Fighters. All kinds of other games. Even there's a port of Last Blade on here, which I really, really want to get. And even SNK versus Capcom. Which, of course, their ports are much, much different than their console counterparts, obviously. But, you know, still a neat little system. This is probably going to be one of the nicer ones on here. But yeah, I'm trying to play while recording on this screen. Like I said, one of the few downfalls is mono sound, but for the time, you know, a lot of these were like that. But the headphone jack does fix that problem. The other issue is, like I said, this is common for its time because it's cheaper to do it this way, and technology hadn't really progressed that much. The screen is not backlit, so when it's dark, like I had mentioned before, it's really going to be hard to see. So it's not super clear here, at least on my... Maybe it might be better, I guess, when I put it on the computer and take a look at it, but not quite for sure. And of course, so just looking through the viewfinder is not the best way to play this, especially when everything looks so tiny to me on this way. But, so you're definitely trying to... But yeah, the controls are real nice on this system. And these things aren't that expensive. I don't think they were super popular, but they've got enough momentum. And I think this is probably one of the SNK hardwares out there that people probably could actually afford. Where am I going here? Okay, there's a thing I jump on. But yeah, like I said, as far as this system goes, it's relatively cheap. I mean, like I said, you can find these usually $40 used. Probably less than 100 brand new. And also, I mean, really, I got this for 30. I mean, like I said, it's missing battery cover. A little rough shape, but it came with this game, and yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. So you will need to replace the watch battery in it, more likely, probably if you buy it used, unless somebody put in a fresh battery. Which, of course, watch batteries cost you a little bit, and then you have to buy regular batteries or a charger adapter. But, you know, if you really like these kind of old-school handheld games like this, or if you just want to try a little handhelds, you know, it's different from the Game Boy, and offers a lot of good titles. It does have quite a few good titles for its short lifespan. Like I said, a lot of SNK hits remade. Of course, I know nowadays you can get a lot of those games. Get a lot of those games for like PSP or DS easier. But you know, these little things are just as fun. So it really depends. If you're really into old school portable systems like this, and you got a good light, very important if you have good lighting, then I definitely can't say that I don't recommend it. If you love SNK stuff, of course, it's a no-brainer. You're probably going to pick this up if you don't have it already. But yeah, like I said, if you're a fan of classic handheld games, and you like little dinky arcade ports, which, you know, like I said, you're not going to get the Metal Slug on here is not going to be full-blown, you know, Neo Geo MVS Metal Slug, so don't expect that. Yeah, this is quite a fun system. I enjoy it, and for the price, it's not that bad. And some of the titles are relatively cheap as well. I definitely have to mention that, especially this one. I think this one's like about $4 or $5, maybe? Maybe a little bit less, but probably around $4 or $5. So, I mean, you're not going to break the bank with this thing. But yeah, this has been the Game Machine. Like I said, definitely rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about this handheld? Do you own one? Would you like to own one? No, I'm not selling this one. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. So, till next time, game on.